Alright, so in this part I'm going to continue my creation of this character with the assistance of my new plugin. As you may have noticed in the first part, much of the actual process involved in creating it was in fact the creative process, the actual drawing and painting and all that good stuff. The actual rigging up of the character was fairly quick and simple, so expect pretty much the same in this session, because at the end of the day the plugin does help speed the rigging process up. It will not help you speed up the creative process. That's all up to you. So I have my first character, my first pose set up. So what I'm going to do is press Control A to select everything, and what I'm going to do is press Control G to group everything. Now I have this group of items that I can just move around any way I want. This will be a little bit of an efficiency thing that I can use to move it around and later use to adjust the layout and all that good stuff. So I'm going to place this character right there. And with the rulers enabled, you do this by going to, view rulers, enable that. You can click and drag from any of the rulers a line, and you'll use these to set up a convention for the height and the width and basically the size of your character, so you can carry it across all the other parts. So let's see here. I guess my next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a the side view. I think that's going to be the next logical step, really. I'm going to place more lines here to kind of give me an idea where everything is. The center of the mouth is right there. The bottom of the neck, maybe. Later on I'll probably add some more. The hands will extend out to there. That's my knees. Bottom of the shins, and the feet are already set up. So that should give me a pretty good idea of what the character's proportions are. So I'm going to start by locking this layer, setting up a new layer there, and selecting the first frame from that section. I can cheat a little bit by copying that symbol over to here, but I'm going to try not to do that. Let's see here. If I go to this view here, I'm going to take this face shape. Actually, you know what? I guess I could get away with cheating some of this. I'm going to move this over some. Control D should duplicate it, and I'm going to move that duplicate over here. So I now have two versions of it. That way I can break this apart. And let's see how much of this character I can repurpose for the side view. I'm not sure I can get away with a lot, but I'm going to try to get away with as much as possible. Modify, transform, flip horizontal. If anything, I can use this as a layout for copying, for basically rotoscoping the new angle. It's definitely not going to be usable, but it gives me a good indicator of where the placement of these items are and the size proportions and stuff like that. Now the thing about drawing this extra views is that you're drawing an orthogonal view, so try to avoid any type of perspective. CrazyTalk will add the perspective for you. Okay, I'm gonna delete this because I can always duplicate that part there. Let's see. Try to keep everything as close as possible to the original placement. See this right here? Ideally I shouldn't have it because that's a little bit of a perspective trick, but I'm gonna try to get away with it. And I guess if it doesn't work, then I'll just do it from scratch. Alright, well, that gives me an idea of what my character should be, the placement and stuff. Let's see here. Eyebrows. Move that over. See, I guess there's a lot that I can repurpose. But mainly I'm just going to use this. I mean, it doesn't really take that long to trace an object, so I'm just going to use that as a guide for redrawing my character. I'll take all this and delete it. Make sure all these other pivot points are gone, because that'll create some havoc in the software. Okay, that should be about it. I mean, the proportions are right, the height and all that good stuff is pretty much spot on. So I'm going to start drawing the final versions of the character. It looks terrible. Okay, so I'm going to turn on outline view and switch to my brush tool. Let's see here. I think I might be able to get away with the eyes. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Yeah, I think I can get away using the same eyes. But I am going to redo the nose. Window properties, and maybe increase the size of that outline too. I think it was 3 that I was using. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. I'm going to leave that nose alone for a little bit because I am going to come back at some point and well, I guess it won't hurt to just do it, right? Let me see here. Shape, convert lines to fills. And what I want to do is I want to extend this out like this. Smoothing that out as much as I can. There we go. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and group that section. That way I don't accidentally manipulate it or edit it in any way. So next step is I'm going to make this face shape. Going to group that face shape, move it down some. Then I'm going to take that mouth and create the mouth. Let's see, I'm going to do that on a new layer. Okay, I'm going to take this and just kind of draw a section there so I can fill it in. Oops. Then get rid of that outline. So now I have the mouth. Let's group that mouth into its own little group there. So now I have something that looks like that. And if I cut that shape, select this layer here, paste in place, now I can align it into the right area there. Turn that back into a outline. Let's see here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I can get away with just using this same eye. So I'm going to unlock. Actually, I can get away with using all of these. So I'm gonna cut, select that right there, paste in place, put those into position. And these already have instance names, so I gotta make sure I clear those out because I don't want any conflicts between the naming of the first pose and this pose. So I'm gonna use that little eraser tool that automatically erases all the instance names, so they're completely blank now. Alright, let's see. Did I place it in the right spot? I may not have placed them in the right spot. Let's make sure they are in the right layer. Control X. Let's hide that. Let's select that, paste in place, and there we go. So now let's lock this again, turn it into an outline. Let's look at our bottom, and we're going to create a new set of hair. we'll be using this as the back hair. Select this, paste in place, move it to the back. If you hold down the control key while using the arrows up and down, you adjust the placement. So this particular character has hair that covers over here, so I'm going to be making use of the front hair option for this character and on this pose. So let's lock that, and let's see here. There might be a little bit of a trickery involved here because of the overlapping with that eye, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So let's see, F8. Well, I don't have to do F8 just yet. Control G to group it, X to cut it. We'll select that face, paste in place, and just kind of move it into position. There we go. That seems pretty decent. So now let's take a look underneath. We have the face, we have the mouth, nose, front hair, back hair, eyes, eyebrows. I need a neck. Okay, so I'm gonna do the upper torso first, and then I'm gonna join them with the neck. Okay, has a little bit of a belly there, sunken in chest. The neck region is going to be like right there somewhere, so that helps. I might even be able to get away with using the same neck, really, but it doesn't really take that much effort to create a new neck. So let's view that so I can sample the color. And with the color sampled, I can just paint that, smoothen it out a little bit. It's important to try to smoothen out your drawings because CrazyTalk Animator will not always interpret the vectors the same way. So the least complex your vector artwork is, the much better it will be rendered inside of CrazyTalk Animator. I'm going to use that paint behind feature so I can paint the missing section of this outline. Okay. Still seems a little bit jagged, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there and manually get rid of some of these extra points. That should be good enough. Alright, so I have my upper torso. Control G will group it, Control X will cut it. We'll go back to our layer 14, or whatever layer it is that we're assembling our character in. We'll paste it in place, that way it takes its place. Send it to the back, somewhere between the back hair and the front hair. Now let's put a neck on here to kind of, you know, bridge those two items together. We'll group it, cut it. We'll select our new torso, paste in place, and just use the double click that real quick. And we'll use the control down option to just kind of place it on top of the torso. And for this face, I'm going to adjust it so it doesn't have that outline down there, so it creates a nice little blend. And let's I can probably get away with just replicating or duplicating these hands. I'm not sure yet. Let me take a quick look. I might be able to use that. So I'm going to copy it, cut it, go right there, paste in place, and let's see. Because it's Flash, these are instances, so I guess I can, go into one of these and just create this. Needs to be smoothened out. Just kind of get rid of this outline. And basically the same thing happens to everywhere that same instance has been used. So I end up with something like that. Let me see what this looks like if I flip it. Transform, flip horizontal. Put that little pivot point right there. Then I can do this number. Just kind of slide it over. Maybe I'll have to redraw that neck a little bit more. Okay, so that's not too bad. And let's get rid of these instance names. Obviously this hand needs to be recreated, so I will do that in a minute. Extensions. Get rid of this instance names, that way they're completely blank. Now the thing about this orthogonal view thing is that the hands, the pivot for the arm up here has to be exactly the same spot on the other side as well. So do that. Send it to the back. Make sure to put that pivot point back in that spot there, and I'll just kind of do it like this. Alright, so I'll take this, and this, and just kind of nudge it over a little bit more. That should do it. It may not look quite right to you right here, but once you put it into CrazyTalk, it will adjust a lot of that perspective. And let's see here. I do need to recreate those hands, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet. Let's see here. Let's create a new lower torso. actually came out pretty good. Let's sample the color of the blue jeans, paint with it. Okay, let's just kind of get an idea of how big it is. It's about the same size. Move it up some, so it's about at about the same exact spot. I may be able to repurpose the same sprites for the legs. Let's see. If not, well, you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. We'll just redraw it over. And I'm going to go ahead and select that, group it, cut it. Paste in place, adjust the position. Lock it, put it back into outline mode. We're going to draw that upper leg. Let's see, right there. That's close enough. Fill it in. And that's close enough. So Control G, Control X, we'll select this layer here, paste it onto that layer, adjust the placement. Okay, it goes on top of the hip because it's the right leg. Lock it again. And for this step, I'm going to do the foot first. And I think I'm going to do 2 layers because I want to be able to rough out this foot. Something like that. Okay, that'll work. So, I'm going to lock that. Make sure you got the right layer selected. Magnet tool. Okay, so what color was my shoes? I'll sample that color, fill it in. Fill it in right there. Fill it in right there. So I'm going to group that. Now I'm going to do that leg because I want that foot, that kind of the pants to just kind of drape themselves over that shoe. That's the reason why I did the shoe first, so I can have something to work with. Let's see, cut. Make sure that this is selected. Paste in place. That's fine. Let's get rid of this layer. And here I'm going to draw this part of the foot. Select the black color. Alright. I didn't like the way that came out. That's good enough. Just kind of smoothing it out a bit. Put that back in there. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. So that should be good enough for that. So let's select this without that and without that, so we can group it. Alright, then we cut it. Select that shoe. Ooh, what did I do? I didn't select the whole thing. Alright, just Control Z my way back. Make sure everything's that needs to be selected is selected. Now Control G, Control X, select the foot, paste in place, and yeah, that's about right. So we take this foot, Control D, up, left, and just for the sake of argument, so we can see what we're doing, we're going to move it over a little bit and just right click, send to back. Somewhere in here there is an option, arrange, send to back. There it is. And then we'll just put it back in place exactly on the same spot where this leg is, because these have to align themselves. So you just have to remember that that's right there. And that's it, we're done. We just need to fix this hand here. So let's see here. Let me see if I can come up with a better hand. I probably should fix the hand for this angle too, because I don't really like it. I think it should be with the palms inwards. So let's see here. A relaxed hand pose, huh? That's what we need. This is the right hand, so the thumb would be on that side. Okay. Seems like I could probably get away with using the same hand. We'll see. Let's zoom in a bit. Oops. Probably should be doing that on a new layer. Alright, that should be good enough. Let's add a little line here just so we can have something to fill in that gap with. We'll sample that orange color. Sometimes when you can't get in there, you can try zooming in some more, or you can use the paint behind option. Let's get rid of that line. And let's smoothen some of this stuff out. There we go. Still a bunch of jaggies. So let's see here. Let's see what we can do to get rid of all of that stuff. Make it a little smoother. That's good enough. Maybe get rid of that point right there. That one. Okay. So I'm going to select that by itself. And let's see, just that. Group it. I'm going to go ahead and convert that one into a symbol because I know that one's immediately I'm going to be reusing. Get rid of that layer. Control D to duplicate. Up, left to put it back in place. Just nudge it over to the other side. Modify, transform, flip horizontal. Okay, don't worry too much about the perspective sizes. CrazyTalk will fix that for you. Let me turn off these guides real quick because they're affecting the snapping options. So we can have a little bit more accuracy. That looks about right. So we'll just place that there. We'll place that one there. We'll get rid of this if I can. There we go. Like that. So we have the two legs, we have the two arms, we have all the main body parts that we need to work. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna recreate this hand, and to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on that section there. I'm going to go directly inside of this hand and just kind of draw on top of it. well, I may be able to just duplicate. Let's see, copy. Well, actually, I could just, yeah, copy. Copy is good. Create a new layer. Paste in place. Modify, transform, flip horizontal. I'm just going to use that as a guide so I can speed up the work. Alright, let's select our black paint on a new layer. We're just going to do it like that. Soften it up a bit. Put a little outline there just so I can close that gap. Enable this so I can sample that orange color. Fill it in. And it's not filling in, so maybe I should select a different fill option. There we go. So this particular hand already had an instance name right there, relaxed. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to delete that previous hand. Let me zoom in under this little remnant. These little things will mess you up, okay? All these little bits and pieces here. Sometimes you have to turn on that magnet tool to make sure you get rid of all those pieces. Okay, oops. So this internal shape has to be converted into a symbol and renamed as the relaxed pose. So I'm going to do that right now. The actual name of the symbol doesn't matter. What matters is the instance name, so that's relaxed. And let me go in here. There's a little gap there. See, all these little gaps will mess you up big time, because you never know how other vector software will translate, you know, the vector points and stuff. So if you can get rid of as much of those things as possible, you know, create a clean artwork. The cleaner the better. Oops. Alright, that's good enough. So let's see here. Alright, so 2 poses down. Let's go ahead and continue doing the same thing with the other ones. I'm going to, let's see here, I'm going to take all these and I'm going to group them, and I'm going to move it down some. Probably should include these hands. Sometimes it just doesn't want to behave. Right click, cut, select all this, delete it, paste in place. Now I can group it, and if you notice, same exact size. So now the next one, I'm gonna try to create the one that goes in between these two, but now I have additional sprites to work with that I can mix and match from both pieces to make that center one. So let's view our guides again, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock the guides to prevent myself from accidentally moving them. So I'm gonna take this one, I'm gonna nudge it over some more. Alright, so let's see, let's create our 45-degree angle. I'm going to duplicate this one, and I'm going to bring it in here, break it apart, and I'm going to try to reuse as much of the same stuff as possible to save on the amount of work that needs to be done. So let's see, the hair, I'm going to move it over some real quick. This face can come back. I know this mouth is going to end up being here somewhere, but I'm going to have to recreate that, obviously. This nose shape, probably just skew it a little bit. I'm not sure. Modify, transform, horizontal. Let's see if I can get away with using the same eye. If not, then I'll just have to create a whole new eyeball for it. I'm gonna have to recreate that mouth, I think, if I want it to be perfect. I might even be able to adjust the size and warp this shape enough that I can get away with using that for my 45-degree angle. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and group these together as one item. And since I only need one set of arms, I'm going to delete that for now. pivot point placed on the thing. Probably don't want to do that. Okay, Control D, Control up, nudge it over. Modify, transform, flip horizontal. We'll send that all the way to the back. Okay. Slight adjustment, really. And I think the shoe's gonna have to be recreated. Try not to put in any perspective into this stuff, so let's see. Wonder if that's good enough. Let me back up some. Yeah, it's about right. Let's see here. Go into that shape, copy that back hair, paste, try to place it as close to the original as possible. Front hair. This is going to be a little tricky. That should do it. So we'll just have to see it in action. I mean, a lot of this stuff we'll be able to fix inside of the software itself. Okay. Gotta redo those hands. Just lock it. I'll just use these as a guide, really. I don't really have to. Let's see here. The main meaty part of the hand. Okay. Let's enable this so we can sample the colors. The paint behind feature. Smoothing that out as much as possible. And of course I can always come back and optimize after all this stuff is done. So there's no need to waste a lot of time doing that either. Okay. That, break it apart, get rid of that old hand. And that looks decent. That mouth probably should not be the same as that one. So let's see here. That much difference, really. Okay. The only thing I'm dreading is that for every new angle of the mouth, I have to do 30 more mouth symbols. So that's going to be a real big pain in the butt. Okay. sample my orange color. Fill that in. Get rid of that outline. Get rid of that one. Do another smoothing pass. And I'll group it. That can go away. And let's see here. Cut. Let's get rid of that mouth. Paste in place. Control V. Place it right there. There we go. I think that covers that, and it doesn't look too bad. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that empty layer. We'll select all this mess. Group it. So now I have 3 angles that I can work with. Probably should include those hands as part of the group. So you Control B to break apart, Shift, click on the other stuff, cut, make sure they're in the same layer, paste in place. Now I can group it. Okay, we are cooking with gas. Once you have these 3 angles, most of the other ones are going to be easy because they're just kind of mirrored reflections. So let's see here. I don't want to get rid of that yet, but I will place this right there. Control D. I'm going to move these over here. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to take these, nudge them over a bit. I'm going to take that one, bring it back up there. Actually, I could just duplicate that one, so I'll avoid all the trying to put it back in the same layer thing. Alright. So let's see here. Modify, transform, flip horizontal, modify, transform, flip horizontal. these two over here, I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to use these as guides. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to use my panel just for a quick reference. So that would be my 0 pose right there. Put it on the layer. So see how quickly I've just kind of created all the other ones, because they're basically just mirrored poses. I think CTA should really just have the ability to mirror your poses for you. Save some work. Okay, so that would be my 0. That would be my 45 right there, and I can't remember what the actual angle names are, so that's 45. That's my 90. No, it's not. Yes, it is. And right here is going to be my 135, which I am gonna have to fix. This right here is where we're going to do our 180. Our 225 is going to be this one. Our 270 is this one. And our 315. So this one's done. This one's done. That one is done. This one is done. And that one is done. So we just need that one, that one, that one, and the top and bottom views, and we're almost done. So let's work on the 180 view. Like I said, I'm going to be using this as mainly as a guide, because it really is the best way to keep the proportions intact. And I'll be able to pretty much use a lot of the same stuff anyways. Let's see here. I'm going to take this, first of all. Sure, we'll break it apart. And let's get rid of all these pivot points. Pretty much just reuse most of this. I'm going to break this one apart, group it, just modify it slightly so I can show a little bit more of that, you know, right there, so it looks like a butt. Maybe put a little pocket there. I'm just going to go ahead and convert it to a symbol. So it already looks like it's something from behind, so that's not bad at all. Okay, probably get away with just adjusting the placement of a lot of these things. Yeah, there's not a lot of work to be done, really. Let's see what happens if I just arrange, send to back, arrange. Well, let's do it manually. Let's bring this as high up as I can. I'm gonna have to tweak the size of these eyes because I still want to be able to see them from behind. But I don't want them to be too obvious. The nose is right there. I'm going to go ahead and hide it completely. But I'm going to leave it there because for whatever purpose the software may require it, I don't know yet. Sometimes it seems that the software is perfectly fine without certain sprites being there, but it doesn't hurt to just have them. I probably should adjust the size of this. Let's see here. Going here, or the placement anyways. 1, 2. And I'll adjust the size of this one. 1, 2. And you know what? It looks pretty damn good so far. I'm gonna have to create a new hand for the back of the hand position, but that should really not be that difficult. Let's see here. There. It's not like it's, you know, pulling teeth or anything. Alright. Go ahead and modify, transform, flip horizontal. I'm not entirely sure what is in this layer. Oh, yeah, it's just scribblings. Okay, so hey, there's my back view. So let's see here, that one is done. So I need to do these two poses, and all it is the same thing. I mean, I'm just kind of readjusting the placement. So let's work on this guy here at the bottom, this 135 view. enlarge this thing a couple sides. Alright. Now I'll just replicate it once I get up there. There we go. I think I need a little bit more area to work with. I could always just increase the size of my stage. Let's see here. So the idea behind this one is that it's on the other side. Let's see here. These hands actually will go over here. So we'll have to repurpose some of this. Control V. Control D. Up. We'll put that there. front hair. I'm gonna have to come up with a new neck option for this because it kind of looks a little off. I'm just gonna take this leg, push it all the way to the back. Take this leg, bring it all the way to the front. Because this is still a group, I can readjust this. Is this still a group? Yes. So I am going to readjust this. Not sure how that will look. That is going to be a very iffy piece. I may have to delete it later on. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make that work. A lot of these are very minor tweaks. So, you know, some of these joints are not perfect, but, you know, once we get it done, it's all just a matter of tweaking it out a little bit. Let's see here. This is a little off because this thumb needs to be on this side. But other than that, it doesn't really look too bad except for this neck. Let me see if I can get away with just sending it back. I might be able to live with that. You know, part of this. Let's see here. I think as part of this shirt, I'm just going to cheat the neck region. I do need to sample that orange color again. And what is this? Alright, that's good enough. I just gotta, let's see here. This hand works fine. This one needs to be fixed. Do I have one that might be useful in this situation? No, I think I have to create one from scratch. Let me try this one. The less amount of work, the better. That's what I say. No, that's horrible. Let's just make a new one. Okay, we'll use that as a guide. I don't know what's in here. Oh yeah, this was the lettering. Let's see here. Yeah, something like that will work. That looks a little odd. But alright, hands always look odd. Okay, and guess what? I don't need this guy anymore. So I just created that pose, and that one is done. So they're all done. I'll just need my top and the bottom. Now the thing about the top and the bottom views is that it has to be done in a very specific way, because they are very crucial. Not so much because you're going to end up using them, but because they have pivot points in a way that will allow your to control the Z depth of the actual skeletal structure from the top and bottom angles. So a lot of the issues that are caused by the models not importing properly often caused because you don't have the top and bottom view, or they're not aligning properly. So let's go ahead and create those next. So this is where things start getting a little bit interesting, because this part is kind of a technical drawing part. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this layer because it's pretty much useless. I'm going to lock the bottom layer, and I'm going to hide my guidelines. I'm going to come in here and zoom in on my front and back views. And on a new layer, I'm going to select my brush tool, go back to using my black color, and try to get the following pieces as close as possible to the size of my character's parts. So basically here, I'm going to try to draw the neck, paint it, then I'm gonna try to get the size of the arm. I'm going to paint it purple because from the top view, this would be the sleeve. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just immediately going to convert that into a symbol. F8, the name of the symbol doesn't matter. I'm going to convert that neck into a symbol. Again, the name doesn't matter. I'm going to duplicate that symbol, Control D, up, and place it right there. Then the thickest part of my forearm, that's what I'll use as a reference. Excuse me. For some reason it doesn't want to. Or does it? It doesn't matter. Turn that into a symbol. Put that right there. just for reference. So now that I have these main parts here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select them all. Oops. Control minus to zoom out. I'm just going to bring them down to the bottom here. Now the idea and why this is kind of technically challenging, because this is what will often make or break your model. At least that's what I found. If these things don't line up properly, they're not the right proportions, the right distances apart, it'll screw up the skeletal structure. So I'm going to put a guideline right there and another one right there. So as you can see, the legs is a straight line up, and the center line, all this is one straight line down. The nose doesn't really matter, the mouth doesn't matter, but the face and the neck, the nud, all this torso and the bottom torso, that's pretty essential that it's lined up perfectly. And just as a safe measure, also line it up with the arms, the upper arms anyways. Let's see, view, guides, lock guides. Okay. So I know that these three here, they line up just fine, and I'm gonna leave those probably as is, but I'm gonna make sure that my pivot points are lined up. Cause see, those are fine. It's the pivot points that I'm gonna have to worry about. And I might as well just get those pivot points out of the way. Let's see here, extensions, puppet producer. I'm going to switch to my top view. This is my neck. I'll place it right there. And notice how it just kind of guessed where this pivot point should be. You will have to do some manual nudging of these. Place it right there on that line. This is my left arm. Okay, I'm going to place it there. Right arm. We're going to place it right there. And we'll do the same thing with these. We're going to bring these in. Okay, that seems about right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two, Control K, should bring up the alignment panel. It's right there. Get rid of this align to stage option. Just kind of center them. And do the same thing with this one. Alright. So now I can take this and do that number to it. And I just kind of got this one out of whack, but that's alright, I'll fix it. I'll put that pivot point there. And I'll put that one there. and that's fine. Notice that these pivot points don't have to be exactly in the center. These are where the joints are, and the joints for your arm are not on the center. At least not in this character. Let me fix this line here. Okay, view, guides, lock guides. Prevent myself from modifying it again. So that takes care of these sections. Let's get a lower torso going. Paint it. We'll bring that straight down. I'll move these up a little bit more. The actual placement on the Y scale is not that important either, because CTA will know where to place them based on the names that you give them. So this is my torso, or my lower torso. Place it right there. And I just realized why it keeps putting my pivot points right there. That's because when I create a symbol, I have it automatically set to have my pivot point on that spot. So I need to change that next time I make another symbol. Hopefully CTA will not take that and do some wacky stuff with it. So if anything, we'll find out. Okay, so now we need an upper torso. And again, I'm looking for the thickest points in my model. Will convert it. See right here, I'm gonna put the little thing on the center this time. It should create my pivot points a little bit closer to the part where it needs to be. Nudge them both together. I'm gonna go ahead and convert that. It's my upper torso. I'm gonna move that to the center, or at least to where the neck should be, right there. Let's see. Nudge that so it's aligning itself with that line. So even though this thing is not perfectly centered, this is aligned itself to where it needs to be, so that's fine. Now let's make these legs. Okay, we'll grab the thickest part of the leg. And we'll grab the thickest part of the foot. Close enough. well do the feet and the shoes. This is from top view. Okay, let's do a little painting. F8. Probably could have used the same symbol, but you know, it doesn't matter. I don't think I did that one right. There we go. Let's do it right this time. Did I do that one right? Yes. So let's bring these straight down, all right? And even if the pivot points won't align themselves exactly with the center of these, it's fine because the actual drawings are aligning themselves. So if the drawings are aligning themselves and then the pivot points are aligning themselves, your thing will be fine. Okay. Which is using shift and the down key on the keyboard. Although, you know what, before I do that, I should probably have just replicated these, Control D, so I can get the right placement on the other foot. Modify, transform, flip horizontal. That's about right. Now I'm going to move them down. Okay, so here we're going to apply the upper leg. I'm going to do the same thing with that one, that one, that one, that one. It wasn't a symbol, so okay, and that one. All right. I'm gonna nudge these just a little bit to the bottom. I'm going to place these right there and try to get these as close to the center as possible. And try to put these close to the center as possible. That's about right. So now what I need to do is take this, 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 and this, use the align panel, align them perfectly straight, and bring them in so that they align themselves with this line here. Right there. Okay, so notice the pivot point is not exactly on the center, but you know what? It's going to work. It's because it's being consistent. There we go. So let's see, we have the feet, the shanks, the thighs, the lower torso, we have the upper torso, we have the forearms, the arms themselves, we have the neck. All right, we need the face and the hands and maybe the hair. So let's get the face. way too thick. I need to zoom in. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna grab this nose, copy it. I'm gonna use that nose. Paste. Center. Gotta make sure I get rid of that name though. Let's see here, erase. That way it gets rid of the name. Just gonna put it there. Alright, that's the face. We're going to put that one straight in the middle. We're going to put that. I'm just going to nudge it to the top there, so it's out of the way. CrazyTalk will know what layer to place these on once it imports them. Let's see. Control D. Makes this smaller. Push this down. I'm going to erase that instance name. That's going to be my nose. I'm not going to put, well, maybe I should put eyes on it, huh? Alright, well, that's going to be a little tricky. I might have to hand draw that. There's no ears. I have my neck. Alright, let's just make some placeholder hands. And I guess we'll put them right here. Let's see here. This is just going to be a placeholder hands. So from the top, view, relaxed hand pose. Let's make a new. We'll place the thumb right here. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. So we're gonna make that into a symbol. That way we don't have to do too many versions of this. Control D, shift up, shift left, modify, transform, flip horizontal, bring it out this way. Now the idea is to make these align with those pivot points. So let's see here. Left hand with its nud, right hand with its own nud. We're going to bring this, align it to that line right there. We're going to put that right there. And I think we could probably just leave this here. That should be fine. Okay, so let's see if we missed out on any important stuff. Aside from the facial features and the hair, I think we pretty much got everything. Okay. Just gonna adjust this. Now if your character has ears, then you put the ears in there, eyes, all that good stuff. Just make sure you include it. Alright, so let's kind of rig ourselves some hair. And I guess it uses the back hair function for this. So let's see here. I'm going to lock these, create a new layer. And try to come up with a top view of this hair situation. Might get away with not having to put the eyes in there, just because of this hair. Let's clean that up a bit. Scroll up. So we're going to go up here. Let's see. I guess we're just going to go ahead and convert it into back hair. I'll go ahead and align this one. I don't think this one needs to be aligned, but just as a safe measure. Get that nut out of the way. really, this nud, I can put it anywhere. I mean, I can put it down here. In fact, in the original template that the Reallusion team provided, I think they placed it right here. But I like to put it on top because it's the top nud. It just keeps it, you know, consistent with how I'm doing things. But you can place them anywhere based on the name. The CrazyTalk animator software will be able to figure out where it goes. Okay, so no eyebrows. I'm gonna leave all that alone. Let's see here. So, all right, you know what? But for the sake of having all the little nuds in there, I'm gonna go ahead and create those eyebrows and stuff. And let's see here. The way I'm gonna do it is that since it's gonna blend into that, 1, 2, and I'm gonna put that there. So this is gonna be one eyebrow. This is gonna be another. And this is gonna blend in with the hair. That's gonna be my eye. It's gonna be my other eye. I'm gonna group these together. That way I can just put them right there on the face. Let's see, what am I missing? Mouth. I'm just gonna do that for a mouth. Actually, I'm gonna use this color. That way it blends in with that. So boom, that's my mouth. Select, group it. The mouth is gonna be like right there somewhere. What am I missing? Have I covered all my parts? Ears. I haven't been putting ears on any of them, so I'm not gonna worry with that one yet. But later on I may go ahead and cheat the system again by doing those little dots. I think I got everything. I don't know if I'm missing anything or not. I guess I'll find out once I start troubleshooting and testing it. So now let's do the other view. This is going to be from the bottom. And basically what I'm going to do, let me cut this first. Paste in place. Control G groups everything. Control D duplicates. And really what I'm looking for is for these things to be aligned. I don't think it matters on the horizontal scale whether these are aligned or not, but I'm going to do that anyways. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that there's an alignment here for these parts. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, let's see here. there. We'll put that there. And I'm gonna go ahead and rig up this view. I'm gonna switch over to the outline mode. Okay, so that's the mouth. Switch to the back. Mouth. Nose. Face. Okay. Bring that up so it aligns itself with that. I want to make sure this nud aligns itself with the other one. Nose is fine. Mouth is fine. Okay, the neck. Let's see here. There's the neck. So we need to nudge it up a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Go ahead and make sure I got it right. That's about right. Okay, so, and actually I did that wrong. See, the thing you gotta keep in mind that it's a 3D element. So you're looking at this from behind. So when looking at this from behind, this is the right arm. So here's the right arm. So it's kind of the opposite of what you're looking at here. And maybe in a future version of the plugin, I'll adjust that so it's more of a direct mirror type of thing. Let's see here. Window properties. Right hand nut pivot. Let me Control Z my way out of this real quick. Okay, so this is the hand pivot. I'm just gonna place them right there for now. Okay, so this would be the left arm. I'm gonna move it there. Did I do that correctly? Nope. See, you gotta keep an eye on that, because that will mess you up. Okay, so that goes there. That goes there. That is that one. Okay. Left hand pivot. We'll put it there. We'll move this nud to this little area here. Let's put it on the thumb, on the finger. Just kind of guesstimate the positions. So when viewing them from behind, you know, this is the left arm and this is the right arm. So it's just gotta do a quick recap. Left. See, I did it wrong again, I think. No, it's right. I'm sorry. I did it right this time. Left, 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 right, right, right. So that's all good. All right, let's make sure the alignment is proper. there, that goes there. That's gonna go right there. That's gonna go right there. That's gonna go right there. There we go. Put that right around there somewhere. So upper torso, so already has a 0, so that's obviously incorrect. This is from behind. And then the lower torso from behind. I'm not sure why it placed it all the way out there, but we can fix it. Alright, let's make sure that these are aligning properly. Okay, so this is the right leg. This is the left leg. The right shank. The left shank. And the right foot. The left foot. Alright, let's just quick recap. Left, 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 right, right, right. Because of the 3D nature, because of the 3D nature of it, sometimes it's hard to keep track of which side is which. So, but you know, maybe take a little getting used to. Alright, let's align these. I'm going to create an alignment. Let's see, that's fine. Where's my legs? Right here. I'll put some lines right here. Right there. That should give me a right placement region for my pivot points for my legs. Control K for the align panel. Center them. Just nudge them over. Center them. Nudge them over. And I wonder if that's it. I mean, that's it for all the primary stuff. I got the neck. Okay, that's all nice and centered. Mostly nice and centered. So let's see. View, guides, lock guides. Zoom in. Alright, that's pretty good. So we'll take these and just nudge them over just a little bit. Alright, we'll go back to the wireframe view. Alright, so the neck is done. Let's see. Control F3 brings up the properties. neck, face, mouth, back hair. That's still labeled back hair 0. Let's see. Boom. That should take care of that. Doesn't have to be centered with the rest of the stuff. This is the right eye. This is going to be the left eye. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. I think I got everything covered. You know, doesn't have ears, so I'm not going to worry about that. Doesn't have front hair there anyways. I'm not going to worry about that part. So let's rig up this section here. Okay, so Control B to break apart. Try to keep these as symmetrical as possible. Alright, so what view am I looking at? Let's work on this 45 degree. It's easier for me. So 45 degree, this would be my left eye. This is the right eye. Nose. Mouth. This is the back hair. This is the front hair. Let's go to wireframe view. Let's get the face. I'm gonna bring that nut over here. Maybe this a little higher. I probably should have done that other one first so I can use the guides up there. Let's go ahead and do that because this is gonna save me some time. Let's get rid of these pivot points. Let's not do that part. Okay, yeah, let's work on this one here first because this will allow me to use these lines for the placement. So this is my left eye. Right eye. Left brow. Right brow. This is going to be front hair. Back hair. Let's go to wireframe view. Select the face. Okay, that's the head nut pivot. I know that that pivot goes on that line right there, and this face pivot is aligned with this line right there. So we'll make use of that. Let's see what else I got. Do I have the mouth set up? Nope. And let's get the neck. The neck goes right there in between those two lines. Let's fix this line real quick. Now I need a line for these arms. That's why I had two lines there. This is my left arm. Left forearm. Seems a little high, but I think it's because of the angle. I'm gonna go off model on this because it doesn't really matter the angle. As long as there's a clear line between, excuse me, these right here. At this point, I draw a line that connects those two, extend it all the way out, and then I know where the other two are going to go. Okay. So this is going to be my left leg. Now let's do this upper torso real quick. Lower torso. Left leg or the left thigh. I guess that's fine where it is. push this back to the bottom. Push those back to the bottom. Push those back to the bottom. These nuts, try to keep them on top of everything, the pivots and stuff. Okay. Do I have a thing for the nose yet? No, I don't. So let's see here. Nose. Boom. And I do have the face, right? What is that? That's the mouth. That's the back hair, neck. There's a face pivot. Yeah, I do have the face. I do have the eyes. I have the nose, the mouth, the back hair, the front hair. Okay, so basically I just gotta, let's see, send to back, arrange, Control Shift down arrow. Basically adjusting the placement. Make sure I can see all the little pivots. Make sure I don't have any hidden pivots down there, so I know where everything is. Okay, I think that's everything. If I've missed something, then I guess I'll have to come back once I import it and just kind of test and see where everything is. Now just gotta make sure that center line is also aligned. So we're gonna pick this point here as our center line. Let's see. View, grid guides, lock guides. Let's adjust this. There we go. We'll adjust that one. Neck, face, right there. Did I do that right? Yeah. Node. Okay. Let's see here. So at some point, these need to go down. Okay, I think that covers all that. So let's go on to the next one.